I know what it's like to be on Hell's Kitchen. Between games, I tried to make a tuna fish sandwich and consume it in like 5 minutes. And I'm watching the timer on my phone downstairs knowing that this is delayed. So I'm running back up here with a mouthful of tuna. The things we do for art. Anyway, we're diving right back in, Bri. Double stream, double power. We're going to get this moving so you can... Yeah. No, not because I forgot to hit that button.
Okay.
But it did play for 10 minutes. What's up, Scotty? It did play for 10 minutes. So here we are, just chatting, and we're ready to go. We are ready to go, baby. So picking up where we left off, let's talk about, do we want to do the scenario intro first? Probably, right? I think that's how we've been doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to read. So last we left off, just as a reminder, Daniela got to work with her time-worn brand. Minty Fan used punching and hitting with books. And Joe went in and hacked it a couple times with a machete, but we managed to get rid of, what was this one's name? Silas Bishop?
Silas Bishop.
We had an option between collecting clues and probably sparing it and learning about it, or just killing it. We killed it. So we didn't get a ton of XP, but we did spend it, which brings us to the next scenario. So if you'll note in the playlist, these are listed concurrently. So if you want to follow the campaign and follow the progression, please do. And thank you for stopping by, of course. If you like the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on the little bell thingy. I'm told that's what it's called, for your notifications. And that's that. So, Scenario 5 states, Undimensioned and unseen, seen. Let's try again. Your search of the village of Dunwich has uncovered a number of documents, journal entries, and esoteric theories. Reading through these material leaves you exhausted and emotionally drained. Most of the content was written by a single source, a man named Seth Bishop. Silas is dead in a barn. Or a hidden chamber. When you ask around town, you learn that Seth is a citizen of Dunwich. Along with several others, Seth had witnessed... I don't like the passive voice. Just saying. It should say, Seth witnessed along with others, instead of along with several others, comma, Seth had witnessed firsthand the devastation wrought by the events of the Dunwich Horror, as Armitage had dubbed the incident. Curiously, since that time, very few people had seen Seth around town, and those who did claimed his eyes had been bloodshot and his face sweaty and pale. You don't doubt that somebody who has seen what Seth has seen would appear nervous or paranoid, but the more you read of his frantic and unhinged writings, the more you believe he's involved in recent events. His writings speak of having gathered the remains and of using arcane methods to imbue the Father's essence into other creatures and eventually into other people. The explanations and diagrams that follow are unfathomably complex and defy understanding. Before you're able to find Seth and confront him, several men and women from the village approach you in a panic. "It's back!" one of them wails. You recognize him as Curtis Watley. I'm sick of these Watleys, Bri. Curtis Watley of the Undecayed branch. Okay. Which is a nice way to say he doesn't have a Pete Rose haircut. "Whatever it was that killed them fries, it's back up and smashed the bishop's home like it were made of paper." Curtis and the other townsfolk are clamoring amongst themselves, raising their voices in a panic. The investigators must decide. We have a choice to make, Brian. We've got to choose your own adventure. Let me scroll here so people can see the choices. They can't see the choices because it's too big. Too small, whatever. Fuck it. Choice 1. You try to calm down the townsfolk, or you try to warn them and convince them to evacuate. So we can try to calm them down and get more info from them, or we can say, you guys should probably get out of here because we just saw some shit. Are we good guys or bad guys? I mean, we get an advantage. Well, let's not look at this. I'll go back to this. So we get an advantage probably if we calm them and try to get info versus if we say run for the hills, I'm guessing. How are you feeling?
I think that it sounds to me like a it sounds like an advantage now or an advantage later. You know what I mean? Like information now, or we are good guys who helped them to escape. What
would Minty do?
I have confidence in our abilities as a team. I say we let them flee.
Flee, run for your lives. Donk. Cane in the head. Yeah, Daniela and Joe. Joe's kind of like, meh. But Daniela, she's like, meh. She's 50-50. You're the lead. I think Daniela and Joe would be 50-50 on trying to calm these people down. But then again, they probably wouldn't have the patience either. They'd be like, shut up. Get out of here.
Daniela definitely would not have the patience for that shit.
She can't stand for this horse shit. I guess the answer's clear. We're gonna tell them to get out of here.
Beat feet.
Fucking Denethor, says Scott. Indeed. Beat feet. All right. Get out. So skip to part 2. Would you like to read?
Yes, sir.
Go for it.
Part 2. You warn the townsfolk that they're in grave danger and urge them to flee Dunwich while they still can. Several of them immediately heed your advice, remembering the terrible monstrosity that had previously endangered the town. Curtis drops to his knees in despair, sweating feverishly. It's that thing again, ain't it? It's come back for us. Curtis stutters. I hope you've got some of that powder, dude.
Wait, did he stutter? He definitely didn't stutter.
Did I stutter? I hope you've got some of that sweet, sweet powder the old professor had last time. We couldn't even see the damn thing until he sprayed it. To this day, I wish I hadn't seen it at all. Something must be done to stop the monster's rampage. But if the documents you found are true, there may be more than one such creature on the loose. Record in your campaign log that you've warned the townsfolk. Okay, I'll take care of that.
Set up.
You loaded a very old instance of our campaign log.
Did I?
Yeah. It only has up through destroyed the Necronomicon.
Did I?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. That's the one that's labeled Blood on the Altar.
Well, that's a shame.
Well, what happened?
I don't know.
I saved it as Blood on Altar. 554.
That's not the correct amount of experience either. It's definitely an old instance. It's all right.
100%.
I mean,
well, what we could do is take a break and reload the old table. I'm sure we can find it if we need it.
Yeah, I don't think that we need it, to be honest.
I don't think we do either. I think if we can just go back to the last thing on this page, right? Do you want me to tell you everything we had to write down?
No, Definitely
doesn't
not.
matter. Yeah.
I think that we will remember the pertinent things. I just put in warn the townsfolk to flee, and then I can look back at old streams and we can readjust it for the next time we stream. That's fine.
Doesn't affect the viewer much.
Nope.
All right, we got to do some setup. Well, let's go ahead and switch to this cam. And we're just going to place this and see what happens. It might do everything we need. Oh, spooky time. Yeah, it's giving us double options, so we're just going to pick one of these two to remove. So stack them on top of each other. Yep. So we'll stack these, shuffle them, and pull, right?
Remove the other versions of each of these locations from the game. Yep.
Yep. So we'll get this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. That's why this game has high replayability. That reason right there. You don't always use the same cards. Oh, I guess I could have hit setup. I probably should hit setup. Error. Oh, fuck. We fucked it up. That's why. Let me think about how I want to do this. I know what I'll do. I'm going to delete everything. Delete. Delete, 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 delete. Delete. And what we'll do is I'm going to delete this. And I'm just going to re-download this sucker. Recall. I'm just going to have to reload the whole fucking table. That's crazy annoying. It's the only way to do it for it to make sense, right? Which means we need to reload our decks. Ugh. Frustrating. I apologize to the viewers. Hey, it's been a long day, but we'll be all right. So we're gonna load up the proper table, which is this one here. That's fine. It's just taking a second because it's a bit slow. We don't have to read anything. We don't have to read anymore, which is good. And we'll download. Place. There we go. Did I just place the wrong one? Recall.
Yes, you did.
Place. For whom the bell tolls today, pal. And I just need to grab my deck numbers. Your deck. Oh, yeah. I guess you'll have to load your deck in, too.
I put the numbers in.
Look at you, kid. You know your deck numbers? Color me impressed, pal.
Pulling the cards right now that we need in our decks.
Yep. And building. Here come the decks. Voila. Excuse me. And I'm just going to hit setup. Let's see if it breaks again. Before it does, I'm going to save it. Undimensioned and you. I'm going to call this you and you. Ah, I did it right. You all right over there?
Having a good old time.
God damn, dude. That should be the thing we're streaming. All right. You're pulling out your upgrades? Why are you bringing Tony into this?
No, because when I looked up Morgan, it brought...
I thought you just really wanted Tony in this, which I don't blame you for.
All right. So Francis Morgan is Daniela's. I'm giving you that.
Oh, this is easy because we have... what's nice about this is I have two of these here. Just pulling up the upgrades. So here's what we upgraded to. Oh, thank you for Francis Morgan. I really appreciate that. So these are the new things in my deck. And the new things in your deck are what?
Just one. Strange Solution.
All right. Strange brew, see what's inside of you. All right, so here are my upgrades. I got some mitigation for us, Bri.
I like it.
Play when investigator at your location draws a non-weakness treachery card. Cancel that card's revelation effect. The only problem is if I fail the will test, I have to exile the card out of my deck and buy it again with XP. But I have a 4 will. But essentially, it's a de facto, what's that purple card called again?
Oh, yeah. No, I know what you're talking about.
Great.
Because I was saying this sounds like something that Maja plays a lot.
Yeah, it's a purple thing. But we're putting it in a red thing today. What do you got?
So I'm finally taking advantage
4
of Strange
points.
Solution. Yeah, it was expensive XP-wise, which is why I only have one instance of it. But based on how much damage Minty took last time,
Yeah.
I wanted to get a little bit of healing in my deck, or even the possibility. And it's cheap to put in play. It only costs 1 resource, which is nice.
I dig it.
So, yeah, it comes on with 4 supplies, and if you spend a supply, you heal 2 health from an investigator at your location. So
You also took one of those allies, right? You don't have to pull it. I'm taking Francis Morgan in this deck. These are people we rescued from being sacrificed. So over to Joe, we got Armitage, who's gotten us into this goddamn mess.
I have Rice.
You have Rice. And
I have that sweet, sweet powder.
The fucking powder. We think there is this powder. The fucking writing. Yeah, we know. We have the powder. I took Cryptic Writings because I need money in this deck. And this is gain 3 and 4 if I have 10 or more other cards in my hand, which I won't.
True.
It would be great if I could somehow draw this, but I don't think I can.
We all begin play at the Dunwich Village, correct? I believe
We
that's
sure
correct.
enough do. All right, let me set my cameras. Let me get my deck straightened out. Shuffle them up. Did you already draw? You did not. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna get my cards back in my hand. We did a lot better on the hunch deck, so I just want to say good job to us. If I really want to remember the hunch deck, I'll put it like here. Okay. All right, let's get to the thing you love to do best, which is read the act and agenda. I just want to be clear. We're done on setup. Let me just double check that.
We just have to draw cards.
Yeah, I think you're right.
There was one more thing.
Yeah, let me
with
just read
the,
this real quick. This states that check the number of names recorded. If there are 4 or more names listed, set 2 copies of Brood of Yog-Sothoth aside, not of play. Then remove the final 3 copies of Brood of Yog-Sothoth from the game. If there are 3 or more, there's not. There's only 2 names listed, right?
Right. It's Zebulon and
So
the
we're
other
pretty
dude.
lucky. So that means because there's only 2, put 1 copy of Brood of Yog-Sothoth into play in Cold Springs Glen and set 3 copies of Brood of Yog-Sothoth aside and out of play. Then remove the final copy from the game. So do you got that? So here it is. That's this deck right here. So there's a bunch of versions of this. So I don't really know how different they are. So I'm going to shuffle them. And it says, if there are 2 names listed, put 1 copy of this into play at the Cold Springs Glen. This thing is the thing that's on the box, so it's probably pretty scary. So this thing is starting in play. It's massive. 6 fight, 1 health, which doesn't make any sense, and 3 foot. It gets +1 health per investigator and cannot be damaged or attacked except using the esoteric formula. Oh boy. So it's invulnerable. It doesn't hunt, so it doesn't go anywhere. And then what we're supposed to do is set 3 copies of this aside, not of play. 1, 2, 3. And then the remaining copy is out of the game. Cool. So we're going to put these up here. Consider it out of play. These are out of the game. So this is out of the game shit over here. This is out of play shit over here. Because we're going to need those. Move broods. Oh, I see. This thing's going to move. Great. Wow. Wow. Set each copy of Esoteric Formula out of side, not of play. Okay. An investigator with a powder of Benghazi in his or her deck may search his or her deck for it and put it into play. Oh, cool. So you can start with a powder in play. So that would be Minty Fan. So Brian's going to grab that. We get to search with this powder we've heard so much about. Each investigator searches the collection of random basic madness, injury, or pact weaknesses and adds it to her deck. Oh, good. We get to add weaknesses to our hand. So madness, injury, or pact. Oh, my God. We got to start with extra weaknesses, guys. So check this out. All weaknesses, random basic weakness. So I'm going to hit random basic weakness until I get a madness, injury, or pact, and then you'll do the same, okay? So for Daniela, so you're going to hit this die up here. I'm up in the top left-hand corner. I'm going to hit this die. That is a curse, which is not part of it. It has to be a madness, injury, or pact. Reroll. Pact, mystery. Okay, so that card is for Danielle. This one's for Joe. Madness Pact. Oh, God. So Joe gets this. I don't even know. I'm not even going to look at what it does. I don't even want to think about it, to be honest with you. So we're sticking that down in Joe's deck.
Damn.
Is yours terrible, too?
It just looks vicious. Back injury. That doesn't look like the kind of back injury
you don't. That's not one of the options. Oh, it is injury.
Injury, yeah.
I think that's better than the shit we got, to be honest with you. Especially since you can heal.
Yep. So I am putting this randomly into my deck. Correct.
Yep. Now, one thing to note, during this scenario, we'll be instructed to choose random location. This should be done by shuffling together the 6 locations removed from the game and drawing one at random. Okay. So this is going to act like a random deck to determine what happens. So because these locations are mirrored in this pile, what we will do is when we need a random location, we'll just do random.
Yep.
And then pull. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yep. And then that's that. So we are ready to begin. Are we ready to begin? We got to draw some cards. Let's get some cards.
Putting some clues
1,
on the powder.
2, 3,
per the
4,
instructions.
5. Interesting. I don't hate it. We're going to take 1, 2. All right. That's not great. It's not terrible. Joey is going to draw. Let's shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 5 with this fucking hand shit. Bam. Okay. Well then. Expensive, like, as usual. Do we like Armitage? Gain money. After you draw a non-weakness card, gain money. Oof, that's so good. I think that's good to start. We'll come back to the beat cop.
Yep. You got a weapon.
We have overpower, so we don't really need practice makes perfect.
Yep.
Or we don't need overpower right away. So I'm going to dump that too. Machete. And another fucking ally. It's a weird one.
Tetsuo.
He's pretty awesome.
All right, Minty. I like having 2 deductions.
I
like having both my deductions.
You like hardcore cloovering up front?
Yeah, I think I'm going to keep Unexpected Courage just in case. I'm going to get rid of Overpower and Mind Over Matter for now. And we'll draw 2 more.
Son of a bitch. Trying to set my cameras. It's really tedious.
I got the Grizzly Totem. That's nice. King in Yellow gets auto mulliganed. And let's see, what is it? Preposterous Sketches. Okay.
Love a Preposterous Sketches early draw. All right, let's
Yeah, I also like that I can afford everything that's in my hand right off the bat.
Totally, dude. Okay.
I got to remember this powder and how to use it.
Yeah.
I still don't understand the mechanic of why you would want to put a clue on the Brood of Yog-Sothoth, but I'm sure there will be a reason.
I'm sure there will be too. Okay. Well, let's read the act and the agenda, I guess, pal.
Yep. All right. Agenda 1A, rampaging creatures.
Uh-oh.
Reports of terrifying entities wreaking havoc across the countryside have caused the citizens of Dunwich to panic. Worse, the creatures seem to be invisible to the naked eye. I think we got a powder for that. Forced at the end of the enemy phase, move each brood of Yog-Sothoth enemy once toward a random location.
Okay.
Interesting language. And that's how we do the, I gotcha.
Yep. And it's at the end of the enemy phase. Thank God.
Yep. And
this beginning would be bad.
Doom threshold of 5. So short. Act 1A. Saracenic script. The monsters tearing through Dunwich County are immune to traditional weapons. Only by reciting a particular incantation can the creatures be defeated. First, you must search the ruins of Wilbur Whatley's home in order to find the final sections of the otherworldly script. Objective: only investigators at the Whatley ruins may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance, which is 6.
Also, our chaos bag is not correct. I just noticed. Hopefully it was for the last game. There should be a +1, 2 zeros, 3 -1s, 2 -2s, a -3, another -3, a -4, 2 skulls. There should be a tablet and an elder sign in there too. So tablet, elder sign, and another -3. Yep.
Tablet.
I think you put too many tablets. You put 2 tablets, so you got to take one out.
There was already a tablet in there.
Oh, then I wasn't paying attention. It needs to. No, don't do it that way. Right click it.
Okay.
Okay. There's 2 skulls, 1 cultist, 1 tablet. Put in an elder sign.
Another elder sign?
I'm sorry. I'm saying elder sign. Elder thing.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. We're good. Auto fail, elder sign. Yeah, we look good now. Bag looks appropriate. -2 -2s, 2 -3s, -4. Tablet, 2 skulls, cultists, elder thing, auto fail, elder sign, 1 + 1.
Yep.
Okay, we're good. Awesome. Well done. So we have to spend clues at the Whatley ruins, and at the end of the enemy phase, the thing's gonna jump around. I jump around. I think I can just hit this move Brood's key, and it'll do it for us. Instead of it being super tedious, like flipping, picking, you know what I mean? I think we can just hit that.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out.
We'll experiment. I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
Hold on. Saving the game state, Bri. There we are. Then if we fail, we can do it over again. We should do that anyway, because we're gonna fail one of these eventually and get fucking smoked.
Yep.
All right, homeboy. What you got? It
All
was
right,
a
let's flip
relief.
the location.
Yeah. Do you want to read this?
Yeah. It was a relief to get clear of the place and follow the narrow road around the base of the hills and across the level country beyond till it rejoins the Aylesbury Pike. Afterward, one sometimes learns that they have been through Dunwich.
Indeed. Flap out.
Okay. 3 clues. Hey, we can resign, Dean. Always can resign.
The
You
resign
hide from the
text,
creatures.
it's a bit ominous. That's not good. Usually it just says, let's get out of here. This says you can hide from the creatures. Yikes. That's scary.
And then interesting, as an action, you can move the brood of Yog-Sothoth enemy once towards Dunwich Village.
Right, because we can't engage it. Cannot be damaged or attacked except using the ability on the esoteric formula. I don't know how we find the esoteric formula.
We have to get to the Watley ruins, according to the act deck,
Yep.
to find the final sections of the otherworldly script, which I'm guessing are the esoteric formula.
Yeah, probably. And
Again,
Watley,
I still don't understand how the powder enters into the equation, but we'll see.
what does your powder say?
It enters play with X clues on it, where X is the number of characters who survived the Dunwich legacy. That's the 3 professors in the campaign log. And then as a lightning bolt move, 1 clue from the powder of Ibn Ghazi to an exhausted brood of Yog-Sothoth at your location.
Very well. Well, it'll all become clear soon. Okay, well, we want clues, I guess, even though, yeah, we need 6.
We need 6, and we need to get to the Watley ruins.
Yep, which are up here. Which are where? Over here. Okay. They look lovely. All right,
This
so that's
time of
where we're
year.
headed. We're currently in the Dunwich Village. We got 10-acre meadow between us and the Watley ruins. All right, homie. What's your play?
Okay.
I'll back your play. You got to back your brother's play.
I am going to put Grizzly Totem into play.
God love you.
I am going to play Preposterous Sketches, which means I get to draw 3 cards because there is a clue at my location. Cost me 2 resources. I'm having trouble with, it's hard to explain. My icon, the cursor for clicking is like 1 inch lower than what it actually is highlighting. It's super fucking annoying. All right, so I got Perception and I got Shortcut.
Mobility.
Am I gonna do that crazy thing again, Dean? I think I'm gonna do that crazy thing again, Dean.
That's so hardcore, dude.
Okay. I am going to investigate. This is my final action. Investigate with deduction. I'm going to commit perception to that. I'm going to exhaust my Grizzly Totem.
He's really going for it here.
So this is 5 plus 4, 9 books at a
9
2
books.
shroud.
Please don't. Please don't pull it.
Okay. That's fine.
So you get all.
So I succeeded by 2 or more, which means that I discover all 3 clues.
You do.
Start there.
I pulled them
1,
off
2,
the
3.
location.
That's for deduction. And then perception, it was successful by 2 or more. So I get to draw 2 more cards, which is exceedingly difficult with my cursor problem. I got magnifying glass and overpower. And then because of the Grizzly Totem, if that skill test is successful, the performing investigator draws 1 card.
I like the early power up. It's like when Rambo gets all his gear. Boom, boom, just tying on your headband, getting everything in 1 turn. It's pretty dope.
All right, so
I dig it.
highly efficient turn for Minh.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, let's take a look. You got all 3 clues. We don't want anything to do with this thing. We know that's for sure. But we do need to get investigating. So I suppose we're going to check out the 10-acre meadow with Joe. Whoosh. Before you walk, Joe, let's make sure you got something in your hand to keep yourself safe, pal. Oh, look at this. I remember because I see it.
I think it was a good call to
Every
move it.
fucking time I pull Breach the Door. I swear there's 11 copies of Breach the Door in this goddamn deck. Every time. It's so insane.
can confirm last game, I think you drew it every single fucking time.
Every time. Okay, I'm going to play Dr. Henry Armitage. Armitage, I need you, Bell. Get over here. I grab him by the freaking shoulder, pull him over. What? 1, 2. After you draw a non-weakness card, gain 3 money. Okay, I can handle that.
Stop doing the powder, Henry. Get over here. What?
What? I'm going to toss a machete in my hand. I'm a little nervous. And we're going to stalk off the 10-acre farm as our last action. So Joe's like, come on, over
here. The trees
here.
of the frequent forest belt seem too large, and the wild weeds, brambles, and grasses attain a luxuriance not often found in settled regions. At the same time, the planted fields appear singularly few and barren.
Nice work. Ding.
1 clue.
Ooh, look it. After you lure the monster into the rain, place 1. It's cool, it's raining. Place 1 clue from the token bank on an abomination enemy in 10-acre meadow. At the end of the round, remove 1 clue from that enemy. Ah.
Interesting. So we clearly want clues on them. That's what the powder's for.
Yep.
We just don't know why yet.
Because the esoteric formula is going to say you can attack an enemy if he has a clue on him. So I think the mechanic is clues on him. We can see him and attack him with the formula. I think the story is we're throwing shit on him so we can see him because he's like invisible or some shit.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. Joe's done?
I'm down. Joe's done. Daniela.
Daniela.
Power up.
Power up. It's got to be Akina. I'm sorry to say. Sorry to say. I don't think I'm going to move. Honest to goodness. So,
Daniela likes to stick close to Minty. That's a thing.
Daniela doesn't move much for anybody. She just puts shit on her. Let's get 3 more.
Let's be honest, Dean. She's hoping that my lab assistant comes out.
You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding, brother. Yeah, brother. We'll pop out the hallowed mirror. Okay. Well, we're prepared to soak, but we are not prepared for much else. We don't move. 1, 2. We spent 6. We had 8. We got 2 left. Okay, good. After hallowed mirror enters play, search your bonded for 3 copies of soothing. Add 1 to hand, other 2 to the deck. Boom. We love this shit. Get over there. Shuffle. Soothing Melody's awesome. Heal 2 damage or 2 horror in 1 shot, and you can put it on allies and then draw a card. It's just, you don't always get it, but I do. It is a good 0 level card for only 2.
Do you want to read the French on the bottom, Dean?
Sure. Et lourd chanson semée à clair de lune au crème clair de lune triste et beau. How's that?
This is great.
I'm so full of shit. That's from Claire de Lune. I don't know if you guys know that. I knew that. Yeah, it's my favorite thing, actually.
That's my favorite passage it is.
The last accent that cares about French shit is that one.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
Oh, fuck. All right, so that's that.
Enemies.
So she didn't go anywhere. She's like, So he doesn't move because he doesn't have hunt, but he does move at the end of the enemy phase according to this, which states at the end of the enemy phase, move each brood. Each? Thank God we didn't let people get sacrificed. So I'm going to hit this button and hope for the best. Should I save again?
Yes. Yes, you should.
Yeah, I'm going to save again, but I don't want to save over the start in case we need the start. So we're going to call this brood button test. Did that save? Brood button test. It did. Okay, here we go. Click. Is it highlighting? Oh, it says it. Move brood toward Dunwich Village. Yeah, see how it highlights it? And it says it down in the chat in the bottom left corner.
That's cool. I like it.
Yeah, that's way easier. So just move him.
Well, hold on. It says once toward a random location. Yep. Okay. Yep. I just wanted to make sure.
You're like, but wait. Are you sure it comes to us? So we're engaged with it. It is massive. It automatically engages both of us, which sucks. Because we're going to get, end of enemy phase. So it doesn't attack us.
Right.
So scary time. Because unlike the other character, we can be dealt
if we try and walk out of here,
opportunity
we will get
attacks. Yeah, 2 and 2 coming in hot. And it can't be
Not
damaged.
if you got shortcut.
Correct. Oh, you're going to use it on Daniela? Thank you. In my dreams. Yeah, and I can't even use Daniela's fancy shit to like hit him back because it can't be damaged.
Yeah. Otherwise, he'd be a one-shot kill.
Yeah, he sure would. He sure
Oh, man,
would.
if only... Because I've got the fucking...
He can be evaded. He can be evaded, to be clear.
Yeah.
He only has a 3. But Daniela has no feet. She was born with hoofs. No, I don't know. I don't know what her deal is. But...
Cloven.
Upkeep.
Mm-hmm. Careful with this, Brad. Okay.
You get him, brah. This gets shuffled back in.
Professor Rice.
Well done. Rice is on the scene. It better. They got us into this shit. They better be here.
Yeah.
You know?
Get in there. You're taking the damage first.
You ain't kidding. These guys are so dead. I'm killing you all. All right. Ticking Doom, and we're drawing some cards, right? Anything else we're missing here?
I don't think so.
All right. What do you got?
The creature's tracks. Peril.
Ooh.
Terror. You must either choose one, take 2 horror, or spawn a set-aside brood of Yog-Sothoth at a random location.
Oof.
That sucks.
Not much of a choice,
Well,
is it? You can't confer with me. It's a peril.
No, I know. I'm because Minty is got a pretty good health and sanity situation. I'm going to avoid bogging us down with Yog-Sothoth before we're able to even damage them. I want to get the esoteric formula. So I will take the hit.
Brave.
Yeah, it might be the dumbest call, but
Bravery. All right. I'm pulling for Joe. Same shit. Well, Armitage, we hardly knew you.
he gone.
But before he's gone, his reaction trigger states, after you draw a non-weakness card, discard that card and exhaust Henry Armitage and gain 3 resources. Am I right about that? Can't be right.
After you draw a non-weakness card. I mean...
Does that mean he can kill a card every time?
That sounds insane. A non-weakness card. It's not a weakness card.
It's not.
You drew it.
Once per turn, he can do it. I'm RTFC in here, Bri.
I am RTFCing with you, and I don't see any reason. It is not a weakness card. You drew it. So discard it. Exhaust him. Gain 3 resources. That's awesome.
Kaplash.
Maybe Armitage is better than we ever gave him credit for.
He's pretty amazing if that's how he works. Well, we're going to cheat. It seems to be RTFC, man.
I don't see that as cheating because as I see it, every part of the sentence makes sense. You drew a card. It is not a weakness card. That's it.
Yep. Let me look up one thing real quick. Let me consult the rule cam and let's look up peril. Because it might state you can't do shit. Because it's a peril card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we see it over here? Hold up. Let me go like that. What happened? We got rid of Bri. We didn't mean to get rid of you, Bri. We're sorry. There we go. We're going to peril.
No offense.
Petal. Petal states, while resolving the drawing of an encounter card with the peril keyword, investigator cannot confer with the other players. Those players cannot play cards, trigger abilities, or commit cards that investigator's skill test with the peril encounter is resolving. Okay, that's just, so in other words, the peril is irrelevant in this instance.
Okay.
Cool. I'm taking it.
Yeah.
Bri. I'm not, I don't feel bad about it. I feel good.
I don't feel bad about it either.
I feel good about it, dude. All right. So now Daniela's going to
Did you shuffle the encounter deck? Just
Yes.
curious.
But give it another shuffle. Ooh. I could hurt at. Daniela's going to pay for the sins of Armitage with a whippoorwill. Technically, we're all going to suffer. Oh, God. It's even more difficult to evade this asshole. All right, man. It's our phase. What are we doing here, dude?
I mean, Minty is fucking beating feet with Shortcut to get away from this massive monster, especially because she just took 2 sanity damage. So I can't be taking any more. Certainly not right now.
Oh, I think we misread 10 Acre Meadow. This, first of all, this is not a great sentence. You lure the monster into the rain. That's not rules. That's story.
Yeah.
And it says place 1 clue on the abomination enemy in 10 Acre Meadow. So you don't lure him to 10 Acre Meadow. You just, when he's there, you lure him into the raid and you can throw a clue on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was like, oh, we can pull him away from them.
You know, interestingly, I interpreted it in that fashion anyways, and didn't even think of. I think my brain just blocked out the first sentence. Like it doesn't even matter.
That's good. That's a good brain. All right. So what do we want to do is the question. We need to get to that the Watley ruins.
Yeah. I mean,
Joe is running there. Let me tell you. Maybe Joe should go first.
Yeah, I think Joe goes first, and then Minty, and then probably Daniela finishes out the round.
So Joe walks to the Watley ruins, fasting this into his hand before that.
It was
hold on. Let's see if I pull breach the door. Of course, it's one of the 2. Those are the only 2 cards in this deck, Bri. My weakness.
What's the other one? Oh,
yes.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Place 1 of your clues on the location with the highest shroud. Remove this from the game. If unsolved case would be shoveled into your hunch deck, add it to your threat area instead. So I need to play this event. I have to get a clue. I need to get a clue. All right, let's read. You were saying?
It was as though a house launched by an avalanche had slid down through the tangled growths of the almost vertical slope. Yeah, the house didn't make it.
Negative
6
1
clues.
will here. Oof.
As a lightning bolt, you hurl a nearby canister of paint at the monster. An investigator at Watley Ruins may place up to 3 of his or her clues on an abomination enemy in Watley Ruins.
Okay.
All
right, fine. So that's Joe's first action?
Well, he walked there. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yep.
And then...
I'm not going to worry about this. I'm sorry. I'll take the experience hit.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to investigate. And I'm going to... Yeah, we want clues, right? I hate having a lower will here. But I will investigate. But the Watley Ruins doesn't tell me anything. How many clues do we need to advance? 6?
6.
Okay. We're going to investigate.
3.
Use practice makes perfect. So we're going to search 9 for an insight, practice card, excuse me.
Deduction.
Hey. After you, it's not a search, it's a draw. Insight. We have cryptic writings.
That gets you money, right?
But it's not a skill card. Yep, I have nothing that can help me in this draw.
Alas.
So we're investigating with a 5 to 3. -3. If this token is revealed during an attack or evasion against Brood, it immediately attacks you. Oof.
That is brutal, dude.
We do fail the check, however.
Yep.
And we'll give it a go again. Got it that time.
Sucks, eh?
Not a super efficient turn, but at least we have some information. So
we're gonna need clues. Once we've gotten the esoteric solution.
It would figure that you would be like, we don't really need foot checks in this. And we would desperately love to evade this jerk, wouldn't we? We would love that.
Yeah.
Yep.
What has he got, a 3 foot?
Yep.
So here's the deal. I can take the risk at trying to evade him because I'm the only one I think with the capability to.
I agree. But it's very difficult.
Right.
Nobody on this group has a good foot. We all have a 2 or under. That's terrible. These guys would get smoked in the Edge of the Earth campaign.
So what I can do is I can shortcut to 10 Acre Meadow. I can walk to Watley Ruins. That's one action.
Yep.
Taking no damage. And then I can deduction up potentially 3 of these clues, and then we can immediately advance.
Yeah.
And I still have an action left.
Before you do anything, let's just remind people about how this works. Massive states. Massive is a keyword ability. A ready enemy with a massive keywords can seem to be engaged with each investigator at its location. Let me move it down. An exhausted enemy with a massive keyword is not considered to be engaged with any investigators. Is not considered to be engaged. Okay. Does that mean you can walk away from them? An enemy with a massive keyword cannot be placed in an investigator's threat area. When an enemy with a massive keyword attacks, resolve its full attack against each investigator one at a time. The lead chooses the order. The massive enemy does not exhaust until its final attack of the phase. Right. See, we never remember to exhaust enemy cards because that's how you can put shit on him with your powder, with a reaction. So the end of the enemy phase, you can use your trigger to throw a clue on him after he's done attacking. So between upkeep and enemy, you can toss the powder on him with your reaction, and that's something we always forget because because
he's exhausted.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Without us having to exhaust him.
Right. The reason we never tap the card or exhaust the card is because after the enemy phase is over, he immediately untaps. But in that period, we could utilize that to toss powder onto him, right?
Important to remember for
Very
this particular
important
scenario.
When an enemy with a massive keyword makes an attack, we got that. Oh, right here. Makes an attack of opportunity. The attack only resolves against the investigator who provoked the attack. A massive enemy does not move. That's what I was looking for. With an engaged investigator who moves away from the massive enemy's location. I'm a little confused by the bullet that states an exhausted enemy. Never mind. If an investigator fails a combat test against a massive enemy, no damage is dealt to the engaged investigators, obviously. Obviously. Like if I attack it and miss, I don't hit you because it's so big.
Right.
All right, so,
yeah.
Yeah, that tracks. All right. It's as I remember, more or less. So this thing is so scary.
Let's still talk about this because we can potentially help Daniela out. If Daniela goes first and she tries to evade, and I commit, but I can commit a card to you, which will gain an extra question mark. I could commit unexpected courage. That would give you +3 to your foot. That would make it a 5-3.
To be frank,
rather than
dude,
just, yeah.
I would rather just walk out of here
and take the damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Because from an efficiency standpoint, it seems to make sense that Minty needs to just get over there, get clues, and advance the act deck.
Correct.
So that we can actually start doing damage to these things.
Correct.
Okay.
So I could, sorry, real quick. I could engage the whippoorwill. Now, here's something, another rule that a lot of people who just start this game miss. Engaging is not fighting, parlaying, or resigning. So if I engage the whippoorwill, I get attacked by the brood of Yog-Sothoth, which sucks.
He takes an attack of opportunity.
He does. Yeah. So I'm going to have to leave. I'm going to have to leave and take 2 and 2. But I got some mitigation, so it's not the end of the world. I got some healing. But yeah, I don't know if blowing cards on impossible evade is worth it for us. The only thing
Certainly not this early.
The only thing that sucks is that we're not going to get a chance. He isn't going to attack us, so he won't be exhausted, so we won't be throwing powder on him. So, but that's okay. We'll figure it out.
But the powder disappears immediately, doesn't it?
No, I think it stays. I think the clues stay on them.
When the game gets complicated.
The clues stay on him, dude. They don't go off him. That would make this scene. That would be impossible, dude.
Yeah, that would be fucking crazy. Well, because then technically speaking, you could run out of clues.
Correct, and make it yeah, I guess it's possible to make it unwinnable, but.
All right, so Minty is going to utilize shortcut to get the fuck out of here.
So where do you want to go? 10 acre meadow?
Yeah, 10 acre meadow.
She's like,
she's then going to use first action.
This lady knows all the hidey holes. What's your first action?
To walk over to the Watley ruins.
Ah, you've joined Joe.
Yes. The shroud here is 3. My book is 4. Oh, I'm going to fast play my magnifying glass. Could have done that anytime. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to investigate. Why not?
Clearly. We need some clues.
Yep. And I'm going to do another kind of crazy thing. But you know what I've discovered, and this is a little bit of just like meta playing Arkham, is a lot of times when I don't overcommit to a test, I end up regretting it later, and I end up with this like wealth of cards that I don't need. Like I should just be using my deck. I'm too afraid of spending cards sometimes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play deduction. And then because I want to kind of guarantee I get the 3 clues as opposed to just the 2 for success. And
I get you.
I'm gonna commit unexpected courage.
Operation Shock and Awe.
I'm gonna.
This is called economy of force. Jesus Christ! How many question marks you got, pal? 1.
So
2,
that's 3
3
question marks plus 2 books plus 5. It's 10.
Okay.
This is a 10 to 3.
Draw the token. Please no. How many
4.
did you get?
I got all 3 clues, or I got 3 clues, I should say.
You should say. Perfect.
All right, deduction is gone. Unexpected courage is gone. Because of the Grizzly Totem, I get to draw 2 cards. Draw a card.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
A card.
Howdy doody.
Another overpower.
You're ready to punch monsters.
I sure enough am. Okay. Before anything, we are advancing the act because we have the requisite number of clues. So if you want to read, I will, or no, actually,
yeah, I can read it. Check the Dunwich campaign log. If Armitage survived, he clearly did. He's currently walking around with me. There! Armitage sighs a breath of relief, jotting down the last phrase of the formula. I've translated the last of it. He shudders as he hands you the script, the words conjuring forth memories of his battle with the creature. I hope this is the last time I'll have to read it, he admits. But if we do nothing, the end result will be much, much worse. Each investigator puts into play 1 set-aside esoteric formula. Each investigator puts into play so that we each get one in our hand?
Yeah. No, in play. In our play area.
That's what I'm saying. Not hand.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Cool. Look at that. Thank you. Thank you for the esoteric formula. It's not a hand asset, so it can't be taken from us. That would be annoying.
Are you getting all of Okay, cool.
Alrighty.
Will instead of fist, +2 will from this attack for each clue on the attacked enemy. Pretty cool.
All right. Defeat as many brood as Yog-Sothoth as in play or set aside. If there are no copies of Brood of Yog-Sothoth in play or set aside, advance. Okay. All right. Okay, great. So we got this guy. Dude,
they must be destroyed.
Dude, Minty going first is huge for Daniela.
Yeah.
Except I still can't damage him, right? It states, fight. Use will instead of fist. You get +2 for this attack for each claw on the attacked enemy. Use this ability on an abomination enemy.
Yeah, you can attack him. It's just he's super strong because he doesn't have any clues on him.
He gets +1 health per investigator and cannot be damaged or attacked except using the esoteric formula.
It doesn't say he has to have clues on him to attack him.
What does the clues on him even do?
It lowers, on the esoteric formula, you get +2 will for this attack for each clue on the attacked enemy.
Understood.
Meaning,
dude, we're lucky we have Daniela, who has goodwill.
Yeah.
This is still a tough fight for her, but it only has 4 health. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Okay. Well,
but there's 4 of them.
Right. There is that. Okay. So Daniela's turn. Thanks for the formula, Doc. Daniela will activate. Hey! Daniela's going to attack it. Is it only going to do 1 damage, right?
No, remember the whippoorwill.
Yeah, I know.
Does he retaliate? No, he doesn't.
No. You get +2 for the stack. It only does 1 damage. Okay, so yeah, it's a slog. You got to hit it 4 times, basically. You see what I'm saying?
Because there's no pluses on
there's no
damage.
pluses to damage.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, it doesn't retaliate, which is good to know. Daniela's gonna.
He has a 6 will for this check, though.
Yeah.
He's hard to hit, man. Without clues on him.
Wicked hard to hit. But where else is Daniela going to go? She only has a 2 will right now.
Oh, by the way, Minty still has a turn left.
Oh, then do Minty.
An action, rather.
We need to all converge on this thing, I think.
I agree.
Not right now, though, because you don't want to end your turn there and just get hit for free.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if I should investigate to get a clue.
Also, we got to utilize these locations.
Yeah, don't be at the Watley Ruins to fight them, because you get -1 will.
Although you can toss 3 clues on it at once.
3. Yep, that's
if
true.
We had them. We had a bunch of locations unopened, too.
That's true. I think Minty... Oh, but he's going to move in a random direction. I kind of want to stay away from him right now.
Okay.
That's the trade-off for taking the 2 damage early to not be dealing with 2 of these fuckers at the same time. Is that I've got 2 horror on me already, so I don't want to get re-engaged with him. Okay, I'm just going to do a raw investigation. This is a 3 shroud. I have a 5 book.
Okay. Do it, babe. Ooh.
I lost.
You lost.
I lost everything. Okay, that's it for Minty's turn. Now, Daniela.
I think I want to run away too.
What's the benefit to running away? He's going to hurt you either way.
The benefit is whippoorwill.
Oh, the whippoorwill will hurt you. Yeah.
Not hurt me, but it makes fighting it very difficult. I'm trying to think of a way to get the whippoorwill away from this thing. Like, if I move Daniela up to the blasted heath Then we can choose to send him here, which is equidistant between. No, we're not. No, it's not. I'm stupid. He's going to follow me unless I move twice. I really want to get rid of my hope. Well, I guess he's going to move to a random location. I guess I could stand here and take the hit, but I am going to take a sanity hit too from the whippoorwill, which is super annoying. But then I can kill the whippoorwill, technically speaking, right? Or does the front of card say engaged? After an enemy attacks you, even if that attack was canceled, either deal 1 damage to the enemy or automatically evade it.
Yeah, and by my interpretation, you could kill the whippoorwill by staying there, but you'd be taking the extra sanity damage.
Correct.
And then the brood is going to move.
Yeah.
Definitely. I guess unless randomly you draw Dunwich, which would suck. I'm going to attack it. I'm going to use Steadfast. You're going to attack the brood?
Yep. So that gives me a 2 additional will. So my will is 7 minus 2, 6, 5. Oof.
How is it 7?
7 minus 6. Because I get a will up in the top corner and then 2 more. So 3 total.
And then -1 for the whippoorwill.
Yeah. So 6 versus 6.
I don't know that that's worth it, dude.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
All right. I'm leaving. I'm going to go, I think, closer to you guys because it's probably best if we jump it. I'm not going to mess 100%. With unknown locations. So I'm going to leave and take 2 and 2. So I have to resolve that before I leave. She's going to take 2 for sure here. And I'm going to take... Wait a minute. I have a plan. When an enemy attacks you, exhaust Akina, deal a horror to her, deal that enemy's damage to an enemy at your location, which can't be him, but it can be the whippoorwill.
Yes.
So the whippoorwill is dead.
That's clutch.
So the whippoorwill dies, but I still have to deal with 2 damage and 2 horror, correct?
Yeah.
When an enemy attacks you, exhaust Akina and deal 1 horror to her. Deal that enemy's damage to an enemy at your location instead. You still take the horror. Okay.
So you don't take damage, you just take the 2 horror.
So she's going to take another horror and I'll take 1. No.
Yep.
I'm not going to do that because I can heal that shit. Okay, that's the move. That's my first move. My second move is to walk away. Ugh.
Wait, I thought you were walking and that's what was provoking the attack.
Yeah. I'm stupid. I'm so stupid.
Yeah. So your first action was walking away and that did all of that. Now you have 2 actions left.
Which is pretty awesome. Second action is Soothing Melody. I'm going to heal 2 horror. And we could throw down the medical student and heal 1 damage out. Yeah, it's a waste. I could heal the damage off of Akina, and I can't have 2 allies, so we're gonna draw a card. Cool. All right, Daniela's done.
Enemy phase.
Yeah.
Let's skip right to the end of the enemy phase, and we are moving the brood.
Click it.
If I can. Devil's Hop Yard.
So he goes.
Nope, he moves 1 location closer to it.
Oh, really?
I believe so.
That's awesome.
Yeah, move Yog-Sothoth enemy once
that's
towards
awesome.
A random location.
Okay, cool. So he's in the Blasted Heath, which is where I thought to retreat to, so I'm glad I didn't.
Voss, no one's gone mad yet, but it's gonna happen, dude.
We're fighting this nonsense. Look at the size of the thing. It's insane. All right, so he hops over to there. Daniela's done. We're all done. End of enemy phase. So upkeep. We drew stand together, which we like. We like money. Vicious blow ×2. A beautiful and vicious
Analytical
blow.
mind, which I have never taken advantage of. It would be nice.
It would be nice.
It's somewhat expensive, and I'd rather have Warren Rice in play than have Analytical Mind in play, and I don't have enough resources for either. So, regardless, it's not a weakness. It's not the king in yellow, so
it's not terrible. Okay, so we're off to Mythos, yeah?
Yes.
Click, and we're drawing for Minty. Rotting remains. I'll let you handle that while I do my shit. I'm going to draw for Joe.
Horror.
Oh, the horror. I'll wait for you to roll because I don't want to fuck with the bag.
So it's a 3. I've got a 4.
It's a 3. You got a 4.
And I can't afford to take horror right now. I think I'm going to commit Analytical Mind, which seems crazy, but I haven't used it yet. I know it's her special card.
I feel you, buddy. I feel you.
Yeah, I'm committing it. Okay, so that gives me a 6-3. Clicking.
No horror taken.
Passed. And I, for the record, would not have passed.
Indeed. Indeed. Joe's drawing. Unhallowed Country. We know this one from the last scenario. Cannot play assets. Treat the printed box for each asset you control as for blank. Well, that's poorly timed. But wait a minute. Bri. What if I just, after you draw...
Just make it go away because it's not a non-weakness card. And hey, why don't you just take a bunch of money for that?
1, 2, 3.
It's so
this
crazy.
This has to be wrong. We should look up, can Armitage use his reaction to discard treacheries? Can Armitage use his, what's it called? Reaction to discard treachery.
I would just say Mythos cards. Make it even simpler.
So the card says, blah, blah, blah. I'd like to clarify. Player draws weakness, mob enforcer. Players use Armitage to discard to gain 3. Neither of these possibilities. The rules reference says a player may not optionally choose to discard a weakness card from hand unless the card explicitly specifies it. No. When an investigator draws an encounter card, that investigator must resolve all revelation abilities on the card. This occurs before the card enters play, or in the case of a treachery card, before it is placed in the discard pile. This refers only to the encounter deck, but it would be a fair guess one should handle his or her own deck the same way, right? I see. That's an interesting ruling.
The only question to me is whether or not the language draw a card only applies to drawing a card from your deck as opposed to taking a card or whatever other.
Yeah, that language depends on where you're drawing from. So essentially what these people are saying is that Armitage, after you draw a non-weakness card, discard that card and exhaust Dr. Henry Armitage. So when you draw the card, I guess before it enters play, the revelation effect takes place. I'm not really tracking how these guys are talking about it on the forum. Right here. You draw a card from the encounter deck each round. Can Armitage's power be used to discard these cards? After reading the above, revelation text may activate first, but the rest of the card would be discarded for resources. Somebody just writes no, but they don't put a reason. Draw a card means drawing a card from your deck. It's the same reason you can't choose to draw an encounter card during the upkeep phase's framework, card draw, or off cryptic research. In its effect, If an effect refers to drawing an encounter card, it says so, as on Delve Too Deep or Drawn to the Flame. So technically, you're not drawing an encounter card? Is that what these guys are trying to say? Let's see.
Dude, at a certain point, I'm kind of the mind, make your language better, game, if you don't want us to take advantage.
Right. Because the language is very specific. Let's see what encounter deck. The encounter deck contains the encounter cards the investigators may encounter during a scenario. If the encounter deck is empty, what about Mythos Phase? Let's see what the Mythos Phase language says, Bri. We'll get to the bottom of this. It's like you have to be a lawyer to play this game. See Mythos Phase begins. This step formalizes the beginning of the Mythos Phase. Place Doom, check Doom. Each investigator draws one encounter card. In player order, each investigator draws the top card of the encounter deck, resolves any revelation abilities on the card, and follows the instructions below.
If you don't want us to take advantage, like, write your cards better.
Yeah. I'm sure we're missing something because, it's sometimes needlessly complicated, to be frank. Revelation will continue the investigation, Bri. Revelation states, and behold, Death rode on a pale horse. When an investigator draws an encounter card, the investigator must resolve all revelation abilities on the card. This occurs before the card enters play, or in the case of a treachery card, before it is placed in the discard pile. I guess that's your answer.
Then, so basically, you can discard it with his to gain resources and exhaust him, but the revelation still occurs.
I think so. I think that's how I'm reading it.
Okay. Then if you want to shore up the rules and make this so that we're legit, then Joe has to take 2 horror.
100%. From the first one, you mean? Didn't we discard one earlier? Okay. So he's got 2 horror on him. Because that was a 2 horror hit, that first card. Do you remember what it was?
It was a 2 horror hit or placing down another brood, but if that would be a nightmare.
I'll take the horror.
If they eat, it would be hard to figure out where that brood would have been and then move him. Yeah, all of that. It could have impacted a million things. So the easiest way to fix things is just to take the 2 horror. It sucks.
But in this case, Brian, the revelation thing says put this into play in your threat area. So now it's in play.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's the revelation.
Correct. After I draw a non-weakness card, so I just drew a non-weakness card, and it's in play. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, now I should be able to discard it.
Yes. As far as I'm concerned, based on what you read.
Yeah.
And by the way, you were willing to go much more down the rabbit hole than I was to figure out the fuckery.
I'm not sure it makes for good fucking screaming, but it does. It's interesting, right? So the revelation effect says put unhallowed country into play in your threat area. So we've done that because we have to do that. Now it's in our play area. This states after you draw a non-weakness card, which I just did, discard the card, exhaust energies, and gain 3. So I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Goodbye. And I'm keeping my 3. I'm sure somebody will correct me on that, but that's the way it goes.
Okay, Daniela.
Oof, sorry about that, guys. Ooh, this is cool. Attracting attention. Surge. Each brood of your Xothoth enemy in play moves once towards you. Oh, goody. Well, that's okay. So it comes down here again. And we surge. So discard. Ruin and Destruction. That looks like a friendly card. If there are no investigators at the same location as a brood, Ruin and Destruction gains Surge. Otherwise, okay, so let's delete it. Towering Beasts. Petal. Attached to a brood, an enemy in play. If that enemy is at your location, take 1. Attached enemy gets +1/+1.
Oh,
boy. He's growing in power.
It's bad.
Okay, that's not great.
It's bad.
Not great. So we're done. We're done with the shitty phase. All right, let's get cracking. What are we doing? What's the big plan here? My brain is fucking cooked after that. And for streaming for 7 hours.
Oh, that has nothing to do with it.
Streaming like is my job. Hopefully picking up a couple of follows. Jeez.
Some likes and some subscribes.
Couple of subscriptions would be nice. I don't even know if I think my alerts are working, but I don't know. They should be. I only have one. Well, what are we going to do here, pal? Move in, smack it around?
I guess.
We got to do something. It's the only way to win.
I mean, we got to get in there and fucking, like, I feel like we have to crash on it and kill it in the same round. Which
crash and kill.
Prepare for it first. Got to make sure we've got enough clues. I mean, how much damage really can't take that
It
much.
has 5. It has 5 now.
Yeah.
But we have how many actions attacking it? How are we going to hit it? We need to get clues on it. We have to get clues on it or we can't win. That's 100%
right, which means
truth.
we have to exhaust it, which means taking the hit and putting clues on it in the...
We don't need to exhaust it.
No.
Because we can use some of these locations which we've yet to uncover.
All right, here's what Minty's going to do.
Don't go too far away.
Minty's going to do. No, I'm not going too far away. I'm considering going to Cold Spring Glen.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I'm going to do. And
you don't want to get clues? How many clues do you have?
I have 1. But I also have the 3 that are on the powder. Remember?
Right. And this allows you to just automatically put them on him.
If he's exhausted.
Exhausted brute. Got it. We're hurting for rogues now. We're hurting for rogues, lad. All right.
Boy, oh boy.
Move 1 clue.
Oh, Minty doesn't have any clues because I failed.
I see that. Yep.
So, hold on. How else are you able, besides the powder, how else are you able, is it just locations that you can place clues?
Yeah.
So it's the powder and it's locations.
See, this says hurl a nearby canister of paint at the monster. An investigator in Motley Ruins may place up to 3 of their clues on the abomination. That's awesome. Limit once per game. Per investigator, though. Oh, no, group limit. Got it. So, yeah. We need clues. Daniela really can't do much until there's clues on him.
It's true. Yeah, this is going to be fucking tough because either it's got to be a location or I've got to be exhausted. Okay. I'm going to try and get these clues here. So it is a shroud of 3. I've got a 5 with the magnifying
Hold on a
glass.
second. You also have mind over matter. You could use your book in place of foot to evade this asshole, exhaust him, and then dump clues on him.
True.
He's not near you, though. But it's just something to remember.
Yeah, but it is something to remember. But unfortunately, I would still need more help with it because even if I'm using my book, that makes it a 4 to his 3 foot, right?
Yeah.
So it's still, I mean, it's fine. It's just, it's not.
Into the fray. We must, I think if we pussyfoot and run around in the locations, it's going to haunt us. But we do need to maybe unlock another location to see if we got options here.
Yeah, I mean, all I'm saying is we've got 3 out of the 6 locations unlocked.
Yeah.
So, but regardless, it's not going to change what I'm doing here.
Go for it.
This is a 5 to 3 check on getting a clue. -2, she gets a clue.
Well done.
That's 1 action. Second action, trying to get that last clue. 5 to 3 again. Nice.
Well done.
All right, so those clues are done. I don't get anything because I didn't commit a card.
One action left,
And then, yep, she's going to walk down to the Cold Spring Glen and see what's going on down there. God, he gasped. I tell them not to go down into the glen, and I never thought nobody'd do it with them tracks and that smell and the whippoorwills a screeching down there in the dark of noonday. What the fuck?
Dialect is what that's called. Dialect.
Nice. Each enemy at Cold Spring Glen gets -1 evade. We like that.
Very nice.
Lightning bolt. You lure the creature into the dense tree cover and it becomes tangled. Investigators in Cold Spring Glen may, as a group, place up to 2 of their clues on an abomination enemy in the Cold Spring Glen. This is a good location.
Yep. Let's hope he goes to it.
Us. Yeah, this helps us in multiple regards.
It's an interesting scenario because you can't lure him using Hunter to his disadvantage. He pops around, and that's cool.
All right, so that's Minty's turn.
Minty's done. All right. Jojo wants to probably get clues. He has a clue. Is that right?
Joe has 1 clue. Yeah.
Joe's got a clue. Very nice. Joe has Armitage exhausted. He's got a machete, a magnifying glass. No cards worth mentioning. Interesting. This attack uses will instead of fist, so you can't commit vicious blow. Smart game. All right. Joe's going to walk to where you are, and he's going to investigate twice. The difficulty is 3, Shroud, excuse me. So 4 to 3, 5 to 3. 5 to 3, here we go. That's a failure. And again, 5 to 3. That's a success. Joe has another clue.
All right.
And
I grabbed it.
Way to go, Joe. Daniela is not hurt somehow. I'm going to go with the dumb luck of it all. I'm going to walk down here. I'm not going to get far away from you guys. I think that's insane. Wait a minute. I'm going to try to investigate and get this clue before I walk away. I have a 1 book? It's pretty good.
Yep.
Going to commit take heart. Oh, I failed. Gain 2 cards and 2 resources. 1, 2. 1, 2. Where's your fancy deck now, Danielle? All right. Danielle is going to walk down here. And for my last trick, I don't have any books. Should I try to investigate? I don't know if you want to throw any cards at it. I don't know if it matters. Hold on. Nope, never mind. I'm imagining shit.
It's not worth me throwing any cards at it.
Okay.
To be honest.
No worries. I'll take another card. Okay. Ugh, this is so inefficient. Our turn is over. Enemy phase. End of enemy phase. Let's bop him around the board, Bri. Where's he going? Boo!
Blasted Heath.
Boo!
Would have been
Boo!
nice if
Hiss.
he came down here.
Yeah. And this doom shit's moving. This is not easy. This is not a scenario that's going to make life easy for us. We need some purple and green up here to be zip-zapping with portals and using high feet. High foot looting. Jesus Christ.
You're fired.
High foot looting. I don't know why my car crash isn't working, but it isn't, and now my deck's frozen. There it goes. Was that loud enough for you?
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Good. I don't know if anybody else did either. All right. Christ.
Upkeeps.
Upkeeps, babe. 8 cards. More vicious blows.
Another mind over matter. That's good. We need this. We need this.
Can you just note that I have -2 experience? Why don't I do it? Guess I can do it.
There's nothing in the campaign log anymore.
Right. Fuck.
That's fine. We will fix it on another time.
Yep. I know this is not exactly the right one, but Joe loses 2 XP again. Okay. It's time for the bad phase. Clicking doom.
Oh, Kev says that they heard the car crash.
It was pretty loud, yeah. I think I saw the lines pop up. Yeah, high foot loon is car crash worthy. I'm sorry to say.
All right, you tick doom, so
Yeah.
I'm drawing for Minty
Yes.
here. Keyword being that I am drawing a card.
This fucking game's annoying.
Oh, whippoorwill.
Oh, great. Oh, cool. At least it only affects all of us. Jojo.
Fuck.
Oh, God in heaven. Tweet, 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 tweet. Fucking tweet, tweet, tweet in our ears. So annoying. And sorted and silent. Okay. So we take will damage every time at the end of the round if we stay here. Horror damage, whatever.
Yeah, thankfully it goes away at the end of the agenda, which turns over next round. Or no, 2 rounds.
So let's think about this. We can all walk, and be with the beast. We have clues. We have clues. We're going to get smashed. If we walk, and use lightning bolts.
Well, we got to exhaust him, though. Help me out with the mechanic again. How is it that we put clues on him? It's only the powder, right? Except for locations.
Except for locations, it's only the powder. Yep. Yeah, if he came here, for example, we could just do it. He doesn't have to be exhausted. Your thing requires him to be exhausted. But if we stay here, we're in for a real annoyance. But if we let these whippoorwills pile up, we're going to hate life. But it's just such a sinkhole. I mean, we're already about to advance, which means we're going to get another one of these things into play. What's going to happen in 2 turns, you know?
Yeah.
We've got no clues on this guy, and we're about to advance, which means we're behind.
Mind over matter is fast.
Yep. You still don't have enough feet, man. We got no feet.
I know. Hey, before we do this investigative phase, I want to take a quick break. Yeah.
Quick break. All right, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Where should I put the 5 minutes? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't need more than 5 minutes.
All right, we'll be back in 5.
Right.
We're back. Like I was
think
saying,
we've decided to go in headlong, right?
maybe just to get some clues on them and hope the location helps us. The locations haven't seemed to want to hurt us yet.
Yep. All right, Minty will go first.
Go with God.
She's scared. All right, so she's going to walk. That's 2 actions. The summits are too rounded and symmetrical to give a sense of comfort and naturalness, and sometimes the sky silhouettes with especial clearness. And I don't know why. The queer circles of tall stone pillars with which most of them are crowned. Okay. Flip. Let's see what it's got. 2 clues. As a lightning bolt, you lure the creature into a patch of sand. Investigators in Blasted Heath may, as a group, place up to 2 of their clues on an abomination enemy in the Blasted Heath.
There we go.
Group limit once per game. All right, so Minty has 2 clues.
She can do it now.
I'll place 2 clues on him.
Now we're cooking with fire. So you took them off of you?
I'm trying.
I'll take them off the clue bank, I guess.
Yep. All right, so he's got 2 clues on him now.
Yep.
This
Which
attack
does
uses
what
will
again?
instead of fist. You get +2 brains for each clue on the attacked enemy.
Yep. That's good.
So that means that I've got a +4. That means I've got an 8 to his 7, right? Because he's got that extra card on him.
That's right.
He gets +1 fight.
But you have no actions left, right?
I have 1 action left.
Walk. Oh, nice.
Yep.
That's great news. So you can damage him.
Potentially. I've got to do a will check of 8 versus 7, which
Okay. I dig
not
it, bro.
great odds. But
I dig it.
And I have nothing to help me. I could commit Warren Rice. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that because I'm going to do that.
He fights at a 7. You fight at a
8
Okay.
because of the 2 clues on him plus my 4 will. Then I commit Warren Rice. I exercise my front of card ability. So that gives me +2. So that makes it a 10 to 7.
Show me how you got there real quick. So your brain is 4. That's why. Okay.
My brain is 4. +4 for the 2 clues on him.
Mm-hmm.
+2 more for Warren Rice's 1 question mark plus
And
the
then
front of
yours.
card ability. Yep.
Most excellent.
I am going to exhaust the Grizzly Totem because I'm committing a card.
Yeah. 100%.
Yep.
Yeah. Good luck, man.
All right, 10 to 7.
You got this, babe.
10 to 7 minus 3. I succeed. Wow. Okay. So he takes 1 damage.
But bad news. If this token is revealed during an attack or evasion attempt against a brood, it attacks you.
Yep. It's bad.
That's bad. So you take 2 and 2. But you do damage to him. How much do you do?
1.
Yeah.
I succeeded, so I get to draw a card. Yay.
Well, we
Minty's
hit him.
turn is done.
And you're going to get hit in the... Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm going to be close to dead.
Look what I pulled for Joe. Cool. Love the
Are you
hunch deck.
fucking serious?
All right. Daniela, you smell her. She's going to go up there and kick some ass. Daniela's going to walk. And this states group limit once per game, so I can't do anything. Oh, did you put one?
He's not exhausted yet.
Yeah, you're correct.
But we will remember in the enemy phase.
I will attack him. And I will use esoteric formula. And I will be throwing a 6 to 6 so far.
Wait. Well, he has 7.
7 to 6 so far.
Nope, 7 to 8. You get +4 from the 2 clues on him.
Holy shit, +2 per. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 7. 3 more.
Yep.
10 to 7. I really don't want to miss.
8 to 7 with 3 more is you're 11 to 7.
Yep, I can do math. 11 to 7.
Same deal.
Fuck.
You succeed, but you take 2 and 2.
Yep. I succeed. I take 2 and 2.
He's got 1 more damage.
After an enemy attacks you, exhaust Akina. I will. Deal that enemy's damage to an enemy location instead. I can't. I mean, I deal the damage, but he doesn't take the damage, right? This becomes a question of not changing the game state. So can I even do this?
Even if that was the time, either deal 1 damage to that enemy or automatically evade it.
I'm going to evade it. Which means he exhausts.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're looking at my front of card, but I was thinking for Akina. So I
now,
can't
as
use...
a lightning bolt, I can move 1 clue from
Correct.
the powder to an
Correct.
exhausted enemy.
Correct.
So let's do that.
I will... So I'm thinking before you do anything, I think I'm going to blow up Akina. Take 1 damage and no horror. Because I have to. I have to do
All right,
that.
this
Hold
fucker
on.
now has 3 clues on him.
Yep. And after an enemy attacks you, even if that attack was canceled, either deal 1 damage to that enemy or automatically evade it. So he's exhausted.
Yep, he should have 1 more damage on him too.
Yep, he should. And I think I can put it right over the top of this one. Hold on. Get rid of that. Don't. Yeah, so be careful deleting. You'll delete the card. All right, so he's got 2 damage on him now. He is exhausted. What a world. What a crazy world. Which is awesome because he's not going to attack us again. Whew, we're lucky. And Joe's going to go. Joe's going to move in. Walk. And Joe probably can't hit him. 100%.
Well, he's got a +6.
Oh, he does now.
To his will.
So it's
because of the
8 to
3
7.
clues.
8 to 7. And that's that. So we're gonna hope.
I can help.
What do you have? You should help because we do want to
I have
hit while he's
inquiring
here.
mind.
100%. You want to use that?
Yep. So that gives you another +3.
11 to 7.
11 to 7.
Hit him, and we got a tablet which states 0. You must either remove all clue tokens from Brood of Yog-Sothoth in play, or this token's modifier is -4 instead.
It's fine that it's a -4. You still succeed. It's
Okay.
11 to 7.
We'll take the -4. Go fuck yourself, game. How about that?
How about
3.
that?
You got 3 on him. Boy, what a nightmare.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Nope. So we are now at the end of the investigation phase. The enemy doesn't do anything, but he does move. So he moves. You want to click the button? back to the Dunwich village, so he stays close. And he stays exhausted. Upkeep, he unexhausts. Not a bad turn, man. I mean, it was worth going in and bashing him instead of playing with our puds.
Enemy phase. The whippoorwills both move.
One towards us. Yep. Put him right in the middle. Perfect. It doesn't mean they know where we're going, just equidistant. And we didn't have to deal with these chuckleheads. Okay. Upkeep, dude. Toe to toe.
Lucky.
Okay. Lucky. All right. We're ticking doom, and we're moving on to drawing encounter cards for Minty Fan.
Towering Beast. Attached to a group. Play if that plays at your location. Okay.
God, that's annoying.
It's really annoying that he got another health. It's really
so annoying.
Because now he
fights at an 8.
He fights at an 8, but also he's got 1+ number of investigators. He's got 3 health left still.
I know.
He's got 6 health total.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
That fucking sucks.
It's brutal. Oh, the game wants to punish you. Yeah, punish you.
Joe's encounter. Rotting remains. Test roll 3 for each point you fail by. Take 1 horror.
Not what he wants to see.
Nope. He's got a 2.
Yep.
I can't help him.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, it was not an 11-7. It was a 12-7.
Yeah, I know.
Because I would have given you the question mark.
0. We'll take the -4. And we're going to take 3 horror. Bye, Armitage.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be you. So careless with such a good card, but what are you going to do? Daniela?
So you take 1 personal horror as well.
I did.
Right?
I put it on him.
Okay.
Yeah, I put it on him. Oh.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm serious. The worst is I did not pull one of my cards to mitigate any of this stuff, which is such a bummer. We're going to have to get defeated to do this. We're going to have to all run in and attack. But how are we going to hit it? We're running into very difficult to win territory. He's got 6, 7, 8, 9. 9?
So if you read the act deck objective, defeat as many, this is the key language is the first sentence, not the last sentence. The last sentence is like how you win, but the game is telling you defeat as many as you can before you lose, because it'll be important moving forward that we've defeated as many of them as we can. There's still
but it does say if there are none in play, advance. So conceivably, if we could remove him, which conceivably...
in play or set aside.
Or set aside, yeah. So, what are you going to do? Defeat as many Brood of Yucks with enemies as you can. If there are no copies of Brood. Yeah. Okay. There's only 3 more, dude. Why are you getting so worried? The reality is if you can hop on them early before they grow, you got them. 1 health, dude.
Not 1 health. 1 health.
You know what I mean.
Investigators.
Total of 4. All right.
Let's just focus on the task at hand. We got to kill this guy. So.
Daniela.
So right now he is fighting at a 9.
That's all. I'm trying to think of what I can get Daniela up to. 2, 4, 6. She's got a 10.
Yeah, both me and you have a 10. Joe can't do very much anymore.
Yep.
So we got to walk in there and we got to hope for some good chaos bag shit.
I mean, we could hit him if we had more clues on him, but it's very difficult to do. You need to be in his square at the end of his turn and put one on him.
Yeah, but think about how many clues we're committing to this one guy. We got 3 more that we need clues to fight them as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess Minty is gonna walk in there.
He's gutsy. Gutsy broad.
So fucking crazy. And I'm gonna attack him with the esoteric formula.
10.
Which 10 to his 9. And I got lucky sitting there.
And that's that. What's this shit? Is he in play?
Oh no, he was committed. I'll check earlier. Okay, 10 to 9.
Oh my God.
Let's fucking go.
What? Oh boy, oh boy.
All right,
oh
he
boy,
takes a
oh
damage.
Boy. He does. I'll go put it on him. 4. We're counting.
I'm going to do it again.
What's your score? 10 to 9?
10 to 9.
Okay.
I got lucky in my pocket.
I know. Oof, again.
Ah!
Painful.
All
Take
right.
a horror.
You know what that means?
Yes, that you die.
Minty is dead, dude.
You can take over Joe once you die, because you will certainly die. I'm going to do this. Oh, goody. Joey, what you gonna do? You can't do shit because you only got an 8. Joey, what you gonna do? This can go. Joey, baby, is going...
commit cryptic writings.
I know. It's not like I need the money. Joey walks down. Joey attacks. He commits cryptic writings. And, well.
That's a 9 to 9.
That's a 9 to 9. Let's look at the chaos bag for fun. So we have 1, 2, 3, only 4 cards that get us this. Only 4 cards that get us this. Here we go. -1. $9 to 9, -1. Boy, that's a dick kick.
If only I could give you lucky.
And it doesn't make any sense for Joe to stand here.
No, it doesn't.
Joe's going to go down here so the whippoorwills follow him. He's going to have to take a horror, though. So Joe's going to move and be done.
Daniela.
Oop, I'm sorry. You were doing it. Daniela is going to walk down. How you doing? And Daniela's loaded for bear.
She's got a 10 to 9 base.
10 to 9 base. 10 to 9 base. Make that a 11 to 9 base. 11 to 9 base. Make it a 12 to 9 base. Here we go. 12 to 9. Got him. Shit. 4 on him.
No, that would be the 5th, right?
Yeah, since you're not clicking it successfully. You're just moving it. Let me help, Grandpa.
It's because the cursor problem.
5 on him. All right. Base 10 to 9. Attacking him again. Okay, 10 to 9. Oh, God.
Hold on. Hold.
I already drew.
Okay.
I have lucky, though, so I hit him. So it was 8 to 9. I lucky for +2. So he takes another one. Is that 6 or are we cheating?
It's 6, but he has 7 health.
That's right. He does have 7 health. Yeah. Okay. So
We should have
6.
evaded him.
And now I'm here with you. And now I'm here with you. We can't. Oh, we can resign. We can run away if we need to, which is what we're going to have to do. Clearly. Clearly, we have to resign after we kill this one. Because if you die and there's no clues to be had, how is Joe going to be expected to get this done? And I think if you fail this late in the game, the campaign is over.
Oh, if you get
Sometimes when you're this late, if you lose if you lose that scenario, it's like, yeah, you guys get killed. Try again though. Okay, so everyone's gone. Enemy phase. Well, let's get some damage on us, pal.
Minty's dead.
Minty's gone. Defeated. Easy. Minty's been defeated.
Minty's bananas right now. She was defeated by horror, so she takes 1 mental trauma.
The worst part about that is your power of the powder goes with you.
Yep. Before he exhausts, which sucks. The order of operations there.
Joe takes 2 and 2. He's almost out. We need to get.
Why does Joe take 2 and 2?
For no reason.
Nope. Joe takes.
He takes a horror.
1 mental.
Yep.
1 horror.
Cool. Cool, bro. Sorry, Mint. You can leave your little card there if you want to. No, probably take it off the table.
Probably the best.
Okay. End of enemy phase. Well, he's exhausted. But end of enemy, which doesn't matter. Because you can't do anything at the Dunwich Village, which is annoying, except run away. Move broods. Oh. He goes to Whippoorwill Town. Yeah. He goes to Whippoorwill Town.
That's kind of the worst possible.
Nah, because these guys are going to move to Joe.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yep. These guys move to Joe. Joe takes 2 horror and Joe dies. I didn't think about that.
Wait, how does he take 2 horror immediately?
No, he doesn't. Well, because hunters move at the beginning of the phase.
Oh, so they should have already moved.
Yeah, so Joe dies. So Joe's defeated. It's not over yet.
Okay.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet. You watch me play. We're getting smashed, Voss. You watch me play, okay? Upkeep. I'll be fast. Upkeep. Hey, soothing melody. What timing? Upkeep after upkeep, we got Doom. Ticking Doom to 5. It advances. Reset the Doom. An old pickup truck rolls to a stop. Along the weathered trails of Dunwich, the driver, Joe Osborne, calls out to you through a shattered driver's side window. The truck's engine cylinder. It's over at Eric's farm. Done blasted their place apart. Poor Henry and Martha. You ask Osborne for the location of the Eric's homestead and confirms your worst fear for that attack to have occurred recently. There must be more of the monsters on the loose. Shuffle the encounter, discard pile into the encounter deck. Spawn one of the set-aside Yogg Sothoths at a random location, if able. So click Move Brood, and that's where we'll spawn him. Click that button. Oh, and naturally.
Are you fucking serious?
And lastly, shuffle this back.
Dude.
Okay.
This fucking game sometimes. Voss, it's not over when Dean says it's over. It's over when Arkham says it's over.
Oh, Arkham's
fucking
about to say it's
asshole of
over.
the game.
Drawing counter card. And we got an avian thrall. At least it's wimpy. 5/4/3.
I think you might be resigning without even defeating one
Correct.
of them.
Correct. Sadly, I have to resign with defeating none of them, dude. That's so depressing.
This will be the scenario that we lost.
Yep. Well, let's see. Avian Thrall. I'm not convinced I can destroy it. It's got 4 health.
It fights at a 5, dude.
I know. Daniela's turn. I'm going to play toe-to-toe. I do 2 damage to it and hit automatically. It attacks me back. It takes another one. This thing's going to die. It's going to get Daniela's frustration. I take 1 and 1. That was 1 action. Oopsie.
I'm helping.
And because I can't fail, and I want to kill it out of spite, I'm going to play
toe-to-toe again.
Yeah, toe-to-toe again. He takes 2 and dies, but as a cost to perform, he does get an attack on me, so I take 1 and 1, but he's dead. F you.
That was for the viewers.
We're killing
that was
something.
For Daniela.
That was for the viewers. We're killing something. By the way, do you want to know something interesting?
Yes.
I don't know about toe-to-toe, but if you ever play a card that says fight, you can still commit skill cards to that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're taking a fight action.
Correct.
Technically.
So I could have vicious blowed him and avoided some damage, but Danielle is going to resign.
I think that's the play.
She runs away. Sorry. She sees you guys get scooped up by that thing, and then another one shows up, and we still haven't even killed that one. She runs away. She's very scared. This is terrible board state. Well, there you have it. We were defeated. Let's take a look at what that means over here. If no resolution was reached, go to resolution 1. Each investigator resigned or was defeated. You did all you could to stop the rampaging monsters, but there were more of them than you realized, and you weren't able to slay them all. Exhausted and terrified, you retreat to Zebulon's home and hope to survive the night. We didn't lose the campaign, Bri. In your campaign log, record that X brood escaped into the wild.
4.
X is the total number. Oof. If an investigator's deck contains the powder, remove it from that deck.
Okay.
Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X. And we're moving on to scenario 7 after this, but we won't get that far.
No XP.
We got no XP. We're pathetic little monkeys.
I'll recheck, but I'm
No.
sure.
You're correct. We lost, man. We had to retreat. Daniela got out of there. So mental trauma for Joe and Minty,
Mental
I
trauma
believe.
for Minty, yep.
We need to update this because we fucked it all up.
Hey, a quick benefit though, Joe doesn't lose 2 XP. He just like everybody else, didn't gain any.
That's a good point. It's good to find the silver lining in your failures. Mental trauma.
I feel so much better.
Mental trauma. No XP. No XP. And he had how much left over? 1?
I had 2.
2 left over. And we can fix this off stream.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
But hey, there you have it. Another one down in the books in a record streaming day. Wow. That's crazy.
Wow.
We got pasted. You got to jump on them quick.
Yeah, it really was that stacking towering beasts that ultimately did us in. Because if we had been able to get to it when he just had 4 health instead of 7 health, We would have killed him. He wouldn't have dealt nearly as much damage. We might have been able to take out 2 of these. Dude, it seems crazy to think that you'd take out all 4 of these.
No, I think the game's telling you you will retreat, but you want to try to soften how hard the next scenario will be as a result of your failure to kill any in this scenario.
Yep.
Really, that's what it comes down to. Well, there you have it, guys. We tried. And that, as they say, is that. Thank you for joining us. We're sorry this one was a little bumpy. It's however many hours into, I think this is my 3rd stream today. So, there might be another one, but I'm not committing to that yet. If there is, lucky you. If there isn't, so sorry. But that's it. That was a ton of fun, Bri. Thanks for joining me. It's been real. Thanks to people who joined us in chat. It's been real. We appreciate you. Like and subscribe. You know the drill. And enjoy taking your lady out for a nice din-din.
Thank you, sir.
I hope it goes well. Thanks, Voss.
I mean, so do I.
So do you what?
You just told me that you hope that my dinner with my wife goes well.
Yeah.
I guess I hope so too.
I know you guys are planning on having a tough conversation tonight, so I just wanted to... No, I'm kidding. Making stuff up.
Revealing on stream. I know that you guys are having a really, really tough conversation.
I know it's a really, really rough patch, and she's dealing with
that you shared with me behind the scenes, and I just thought that...
And I thought I'd air that for views. I was thinking about how she's giving you an ultimatum, and that you have to. No. All right. Okay. This has been real. Thank you guys so much for hanging out.